Marisol and Mimi walk the same distance from their school to a shopping mall. Okay, from a school to a shopping mall. From a school to a shopping mall. So I'm thinking I'm going to sketch this. This right here, I'm going to say this is the school. And this, I'm going to say, is the crazy shopping mall. And they're walking from the school to the shopping mall. Marisol walked 2 miles per hour, while Mimi left 1 hour later and walked 3 miles per hour. If they reach the mall at the same time, how far from the mall is their school? Okay, so this is one of those situations where I just start thinking about things and trying things. I don't know that I have a perfect plan, but I do know that I see the two quantities. I see 2 people. I see Marisol and I see me, and they both have a distance, a rate, and a time. They're walking the same exact distances, so these two numbers are the same, and that's what we're actually trying to find. Marisol walked 2 miles per hour, so she's got a rate of 2 miles per each hour, and Mimi has a rate of 3 miles per each hour. It says Mimi left 1 hour later. Okay, so Marisol left first, and they're arriving. They reach the mall at the same time. Okay, so because Marisol left the school first, we could do this one of 2 ways. We can say that her time is t. So if her time is t, Mimi left 1 hour later, then Mimi's time would be 1 less than that. Her time would be 1 minus t. So the other thing that I'm remembering is this relationship between these 3 quantities, distance, rate, and time. Remember, a distance, if it was expressed in miles, with just one L, M-I-L-E-S, and a rate could be like miles per hour, and if I multiply that by a certain number of hours, H-O-U-R, you can see by looking at the dimensional analysis, right, miles per hour times hours, the hours are gone and I'm left with miles. So it really is the case that a distance is equal to a rate times a time, right? Distance traveled is rate times time. So I can say, let's say that d is the distance. I don't know what that is, and instead of using a smiley face, I'll just say d is distance. So I have 2 equations. Distance equals 2t, and the other one is distance equals 3 times the quantity of t minus 1. This is a system of equations, and I'm going to solve this using the equal values method. I'm going to set these 2 values of d equal to each other. So the top one tells me that d is 2t, and equal to that is d also, which is 3 times t minus 1. If I distribute this, this is 3t minus 3, that is 2t. If I subtract 3t from both sides, this gives me a negative t is negative 3, and if I multiply both sides by negative 1, I get that t is 3 hours. So the amount of time that Marisol walked was 3 hours, right? So I can put a 3 here. That means that Mimi had to walk for 2 hours. Good. And the distance is 2 times 3, and you can see in both of them, 2 times 3 gives me 6 here, and 3 times 2 gives me 6 here. So both of them, this is a 6. So the distance is 6 miles.